I never wanted to sacrifice my dreams for survival. Um, I know y'all don't know me yet, and I'm excited for y'all to know me, but I want to explain this point first. Is when I grew up, and I'm still growing, I see and observe a lot of things, and I do think the reality of the situation is that a lot of people have dreams, and that can be creatively, that can be business related, but a lot of people sacrifice that dream and being able to do what they want or what they want to do with their lives. The little kid mindset of, oh, I dream of this, oh, I want to be this when I grow up, and a lot of people sacrifice that for dependability. And that's no shade for people with 9 to 5s, because we need people that are willing to help. And there's a beauty in sustainable sources of income. But in my life, I never wanted to sacrifice my dream for survival. I never wanted to be the person that loves videography, loves storytelling, loves creating, but then put it down to work my 9 to 5 and only have 2 hours left to do what I love before I have to go to sleep and repeat over and over again, So in the position I am right now, I'm 2.5 months away from life. Right now, I'm in my college dorm room, as y'all see, but there's obviously been a mindset and reality kicking in throughout every day that passes, which is that right after I cross that stage, life is now. And throughout the 4 years I've been prepping in terms of finding what I want to do, and finding that creative desire that I want. But now, especially in these last 2 months, it's about executing. And this is the intro, but also a starting point to what I want to execute. And again, when I talk, I'm talking about me, but the biggest thing is I want to inspire y'all who are watching, and y'all to join me or join my journey or learn from my journey, because of the fact is we are put on this world to not, do it alone. We're supposed to do it together. And that's what I want my YouTube video really to be. I have one percentage that I want to tell about, which I want to talk about, which is, it says, this is just a random Google search, so hopefully this is reliable, but it says over 90% of YouTube channels fail. And I think sometimes people view that as a scary number, but I think the scariest number is this 90% turns into 100% if you never start it. Your channel will never grow if you never start it. And I think for me, the reality is the laziness or the thoughts or the overthinking never made me start. And that 90% turned into 100%. And even though we see that 10% as a small chance of growing, and reaching the point, it's better than 0. And now is the time for me to start. And I encourage y'all to start. Like I said, right now I'm in a position where I'm about to graduate, and me as a videographer, me as a storyteller, me as a creative, needs to find ways, especially in this world where, money, there's a lot of ways to make money, but sometimes it feels like a wall in terms of learning how to. YouTube is a way where I can document my life, expand on my creativity, and make an income off of it. And like I said in the beginning, turning my dreams into being able to create my own schedule and create my own workflow and be my own entrepreneur and be the person I want to be, and have a sustainable source of income. And that starts with this position right now, and that's starting YouTube. So yeah, that's a little bit about my life position. But now I want to talk about why you, as a filmmaker, should start posting on YouTube. I think one of the biggest reasons is, especially I'm talking to the filmmakers that have all the equipment, that have the mics, that have the camera, that have everything. I think we know the value of documenting things, and we've probably documented a lot of people in our careers and experiences. But like me, I'm relating to me, but also some people that I talk with, is we lack documenting ourselves. We tell the story about the individual, about the career, about the business, but we look at our videos and we never see us. And I think that's something I struggled with, but also is something that I want to change in my life. I want to be able to look back on these moments, especially moments right now where I'm at kind of like the prime of my life, about to start this new journey, and be able to actually look back when I'm older and see, oh, I was in that position in college where I didn't know what to do with my life, or was unsure about the realities that are ahead when I'm older. But now I got it situated. But reflecting on that and be able to relive that is something beautiful that we all are tangible to have if we have the blessing to have this equipment with us. So why not just record it? And then I want to go back to one other thing, and why you should start, especially filmmakers, but even anybody really, is leaving a legacy. I think legacy is important, not just for me, but even for you who's watching that. I think there's a value in putting a product out. And, this is mainly a channel about videography, and we're going to go into what I'm going to be documenting in this channel. But, I also make clothes and things of that nature, and tangible products. And I think there's a beauty in that, because you can pass that down throughout, to your children and then your children's children. Like my children can wear the clothes that I've been wearing right now. But even in terms of videography for my filmmakers, the videos that you recorded, the documentaries, the vlogs, the visual poems, anything that you made that came from your heart can be passed down, especially in a world where the internet is, on a trajectory of forever. That, in years' time, we can look back to this video, So there's a value in leaving a lasting legacy. And that's the reason why creating is important. And now I just want to talk about logistics. I don't want this to be a long video, so right now I'm starting this video, and this video probably is going to get maybe a low view count. You never know, maybe it's a blessing and it gets a high view count. But right now I'm starting this YouTube channel without sharing on my social media platforms, and really starting raw and authentic, from 0 views, 0 subscribers, all the way to where, I hit wherever it goes. But I'm starting raw, authentic, so the YouTube algorithm can possibly build my organic following. So if you see this, hopefully you have an interest in, filmmaking and camera gear and vlogs and cinematic kind of reels and things of that nature, but also just wanting to see how, I am as I'm going through life, and figuring out finances and figuring out creativity and the highs and the lows and things of that nature, but really documenting it. So I'm going to track every video. So right now, obviously, since it's my first one, I have 0 subscribers, 0 views probably right now. You never know. And then the next video, I'm going to post the progression. But right now, I'm going to be posting 3 times a week. And we're going to go all the way till I graduate, which is June 15th. So we're going to go all the way from there, and see where it grows, until I cross that stage. And hopefully, God willing, there's a progression. So, yeah, But that's basically it. I think one last thing I want to say for this beginning kind of stages is kind of finally an introduction. So my name is Nathaniel Smith. I've been doing videography for around 5 years, I want to say right now. I've done things like documentaries, music videos, visual poems, kind of cinematic postcards. I serve at a church where I help, the worship team with content creation. I've done BTS for artists and things of that nature. And now, documenting myself. But there's a lot of potential in what I want to do, and there's a reality that I want to go into this field of videography full force, and no holding back. And there's a lot of risk in that. There's a lot of uncertainty, but all I want to do, especially with this YouTube channel, is to motivate and give y'all inspiration, but also help y'all in joining me in that journey in this life of videography and creativity and things of that nature, so we can all as a collective grow. I want to see myself grow, obviously, but I also want to see a comment where it's like, hey, ever since I started watching and following your journey, I've been growing too, and I hope that you join me in that, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, that's basically it. One brief thing, this is the last thing, is this channel is going to have a wide range of things, but right now we're going to be doing kind of sit downs for right now, where we're going to go through camera equipment, how to start, maybe some vlogs, maybe some lighting setups, things of that nature. But I love for y'all to stay in tune and be with me in this journey as I start. So subscribe if you want. I hope y'all stay and join, but it's all love, and I appreciate y'all for watching, and staying tuned for the next videos coming up. Peace.